In today's video, we will learn about the types of digital to analog converters. So the first one is the weighted resistor DAC, or otherwise known as binary weighted resistor DAC. As you can see here, the op-amp is used in inverting mode. The converter uses a summing op-amp with binary weighted resistors 2 to the power 1 R to 2 square R up to 2 to the power n R, where n indicates the number of the digital input or the bits. So it has n electronic switches D1 up to Dn, where D1 is the MSB whereas Dn is LSB. So if the binary input to a particular switch is 1, say suppose our MSB is 1, then the switch connects the resistor 2R to the negative or the reference voltage. If the input is 0, it connects the switch to ground. So the output current I0 for this circuit is given by I0 equal to I1 plus I2 up to In, wherein we can express this I1 in terms of the reference voltage. It is 2 to the power 1 R into D1 plus VR divided by 2 square R into D2 up to VR divided by 2 to the power n R into Dn, and we can take VR by R out and we can rewrite this as D1 2 to the power minus 1 plus D2 2 to the power minus 2 up to Dn 2 to the power minus n. So the output voltage, this is output current. So the output voltage V0 can be written as V0 is equal to I0 into RF. I0 into RF. So if we substitute I0 in this, we will get V0 is equal to VR into RF by R into D1 2 to the power minus 1 up to Dn 2 to the power minus n. So if we take RF equal to R, we get V0 is equal to VR D1 2 to the power minus 1 up to Dn 2 to the power minus n. This equation indicates that the analog output voltage V0 is proportional to the digital input word. So the simplicity of the binary weighted resistor DAC is offset by drawbacks which is associated with it. So what are the drawbacks of it? So wide range of resistor values are required. Say suppose it is a 4-bit, then we have 2 to the power 4. So if it is 8-bit, then it is 2 to the power 8. So therefore the largest resistor is 128 times the smallest one. So this wide range of resistor values has restrictions on both the higher and lower ends. So it is not practicable to fabricate very large values of resistor in the IC, and the voltage drop across such a large resistor will also be very high. Therefore, it affects the accuracy and it also causes the loading effect. So the finite resistance of the switches disturbs the binary weighted relationship. So where the current setting resistances are smaller. So for this reason, we go for R to 2R type converters. So next we will see R to 2R ladder digital to analog converters. In this R to 2R ladder DAC, we can see that the circuit uses only two values of resistor. One is R and the other one is 2R. Therefore called R2R. And it is easy to fabricate all the resistor values on a chip. The range of R varies from 2.25 kilo ohms to 10 kilo ohms. So these are arranged so as to form a ladder network. So for analyzing this, we will consider the input as 100. So this is the most significant bit. This is the least significant bit. So this is D1, D2 and D3 as shown in the figure. So if it is 1, that means our input, the switch has to be connected to the reference voltage. If it is 0, then it has to be connected to ground. So D1 connected to the reference voltage, D2 and D3 connected to the ground, and it is connected to the op-amp via the input resistor, which is R2R combination. So the switches positions you can see. So we will draw the equivalent network over here. We have the op-amp. This is V0. We have 1 2R over here, which is ground. We have the other resistor which is connected to ground. This is your bit D3. Next you have R. Next 2R. This is R. Again 2R. This is again R, which is connected to the negative terminal. And you have this 2R, which is the feedback. And this particular one is connected to the reference, and this is connected to ground. So to calculate at the voltage at this particular node, because the voltage at this point is your input to the op-amp. So we need to find the voltage at this particular point. So for that, we first find the equivalent resistance. So we find the total resistances of this. So you can see here these two are connected in parallel. So the two parallel combination gives you an equivalent resistance of R. So this R and this R adds up, it becomes 2R. So this 2R and this 2R again in parallel gives you a combination of R. So our circuit looks like this. R, this is R, we have 2R, this is minus VR, this is R, which is given to the op-amp negative terminal. This is what it is. So these two combinations gives us 2R again. So we can tell that the voltage at this particular node, say we name it as V3. Okay, this is V1, this is V2, this is V3. So V3 is equal to I into R, wherein our I is the voltage divided by the resistance 2R by 2R plus 2R into this is R, or we get it as R and R get cancelled, so we get it as minus VR, which is the reference voltage, divided by 4. So our voltage at node V3 is minus VR by 4. So now this minus VR by 4 is input to our op-amp. So we draw the next circuit. So next circuit is minus, this is plus. The resistor over here is R. Input here is minus VR by 4, which is nothing but V3. And this is ground. And we have V0 over here. This is 2R. So V0, we can write it as minus 2R by R into minus VR by 4, or V0 is equal to 2R into VR by 4R, or it is equal to VR by 2. So VR is equal to our full scale voltage VFS. So therefore we can write V0 is equal to VFS by 2. That is the full scale output voltage. It is easier to build accurately as only two precision metal film resistors are required, R and 2R. So number of bits can be exceeded by adding more sections of the same resistor values. And moreover, the node voltage remains constant with changing input binary words. So this can avoid any slowdown effect by the stray capacitances. So hope this DAC is clear to you. Thank you for watching this video.